You were never meant to speak here. Not after sunset. Not behind closed doors. Not even in prayer, if the wrong ears were listening. Because inside these walls, child, silence was not peace. It was control. And those who broke it were not forgiven. They were erased. Listen carefully, child. Sit upright. Hands folded. Eyes lowered. You must understand where you are. This is not merely a place of worship. This is a house of order. Of discipline. Of surrender. In this house, your name no longer belongs to you. Your thoughts are no longer your own. And your voice is a privilege that can be taken. You have entered a convent. And in the medieval world, that meant something far darker than holiness. You see, to the outside world, convents were sacred. Places of purity. Of devotion. Of divine service. But inside, they were institutions of strict control. Of hidden suffering. Of secrets that were never written, only whispered. And today, you will learn those truths. In medieval Europe, convents held a powerful role. Families sent their daughters here for many reasons. Some came willingly, seeking God. Others were sent away, unwanted, inconvenient, or simply too expensive to marry off. Once inside, the world they knew disappeared. The day began before sunrise. A bell would ring. Cold stone floors. Bare feet. Silence. The novices would rise and gather in the chapel. No speaking. No eye contact. No delay. Prayer came first. Always. Hours of it. Then labor. Washing. Cooking. Copying manuscripts. Tending gardens. Every movement was watched. Every action judged. And above them all stood the abbess. Not merely a teacher. But a ruler. A woman of authority in a world that rarely allowed it. Her word was law. Discipline is not cruelty, child. It is salvation. The rules were clear. Silence during meals. Silence in the halls. Silence after dark. Even laughter was controlled. Because joy, uncontrolled, was seen as dangerous. And then there were the punishments. Punishments varied. Some were simple. Kneeling for hours on stone floors. Fasting. Isolation. Others were harsher. Public humiliation. Sleeping without blankets in winter cold. Being denied prayer, the very thing they believed would save them. And for repeated disobedience? Confinement. A small room. No light. No voice. Just you, and your thoughts. How long must I remain here? Until your spirit remembers obedience. You must understand, child. This was not seen as cruelty. It was correction. A purification of the soul. But not all souls could endure it.